Let's take a look at some of my crazy predictions that I made last week and see if I was right or not. Let's dive in. Hey folks, welcome to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. This market is not looking good. Now, I've been sort of out and about today, so I have not had a chance to catch up on a lot of news and stuff, and I have a busy evening, but I wanted to get something out in terms of the way I'm thinking about the market and what I've seen today, and just take a look back at some of the things that I said last week and see how well those panned out. So let's take a deep dive right now. All right, so last week, I think I've calculated out. I got 2 right and 1 wrong. Not bad. But basically, last week on Monday, I talked about that I saw a reversal for drip coming. And sure enough, on Wednesday, we saw that huge surge in price action, and a lot of volume came in. So then I think it was like Wednesday evening or Thursday, I made this one: drip price will continue to pump. And here's why. Now, this is the one where I guess you could say I was wrong. I might be able to spin it though. Just give me a few more days. Obviously that didn't happen, and we're seeing, a correction in drip. But I still think, and I'm going to go over it when we take a look at the chart, that the same buy pressure that I believed was coming right here will come again if we continue to sink lower. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about, guys, I think it was Tuesday last week, I made this video and I gave the big market prediction. And what I talked about in this video was the CPI numbers that would be coming out on Friday. And, I believe that they were, going to be higher, which would, indicate that inflation is still here, that it's becoming a little bit more sticky than some people thought. And as a result of that, we would see sell-offs across all markets. And we sure did. And it's kind of happened throughout the weekend. And then today, we're just seeing this huge nosedive. We take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, this is kind of scary. And there's other factors that are playing into this. This is not just because of CPI numbers. There's the whole thing going on with Celsius right now. And then we have Binance Exchange was holding Bitcoin. And I need to do some follow-up because I haven't even really read the news or anything since I got back. I only just kind of heard about this morning when I was driving around. So I need to look more into this, but clearly there is a ton of fear in the market. All right, if we pull back a little bit and take a look at, this is the weekly. Now, I've been talking about on this channel that I do think that we could definitely see sub 20,000 for Bitcoin. So I know that look, the past 2 weeks, I mean, this is pretty scary stuff, guys. So I totally get it. The one thing is that this 200 weekly moving average, I mean, it's about time. This 200 weekly moving average, we haven't touched it since the very beginning of 2020. Okay, so if history repeats itself, when we touch the 200-day weekly moving average, we start to see an uptrend. Okay, you see it right here. Boom, comes down, touches, hangs out here for a while. Boom, up. We test back. And remember, this is the weekly, so this is taking place over many, many weeks. Okay, so we just kissed it today for the first time. So I'm not saying it's going to bounce like that. I'm just saying that in terms of a positive, I've been waiting for this to come back here. Because we just look. This was in March. We touched it here. Now, granted, this was the the big COVID dump. But we touched it and we rocketed out of here, and we've been above it this whole time. And look, I think that it's touched it now. There's a chance we could go a bit lower. And the one thing I do want to just bring up is that, okay, so the CPI numbers were last Friday. Well, tomorrow is the Fed meeting. Okay, and I think they're going to continue to raise interest rates, especially since the CPI numbers reports were high. It's showing that inflation is here and they need to be more aggressive if they want to attack inflation. So tomorrow, be prepared for potential even more downside. Okay, talk a lot about it on this channel. Emotions. Okay, this is a bear market. Make no mistake about it. It is gonna get ugly. It is gonna get scary. The thing going on with Celsius right now is kind of like, oh man, and my heart goes out to people that are losing money. But I've been saying it for a while that there is the amount of leverage that is in the markets right now needs to get shaken out. And I do see we come down potentially. Look, guys, I could be wrong here. I've said sub 20,000 Bitcoin. There could be down into the 13. Okay, here was the peak of the 2017 bull run when we hit that 20,000. And so that was one of the reasons why I thought we were going to be touching 20,000 and potentially go lower. Here is the place that we could retrace back to 13. Listen, I don't know. All right. This is just looking at support and resistance. Okay. I really have no idea. And technical analysis only does so much. There's so much more that's involved. There's fundamentals, there's emotions, there's all kinds of things. And I think that there is an enormous amount of leverage that's in the market. Okay. There are trading platforms that just offer leverage trading right away. When you're in the stock market, first of all, there's a lot of rules that you have to follow when you're trading in the stock market. Like you can't make more than 3 day trades in a 3-day window unless you have at least $25,000 in your brokerage account. You also have to apply to be an options trader. And then even when you get approved for that, you have to get approved for advanced options trading. All right, with crypto and these exchanges, they don't do any of that. Like they just say, here, go ahead, day trade 1 million times a day if you want. We'll keep collecting those fees. And by the way, take out leverage and go maximize your gains by going 20x, 100x leverage on Bitcoin. That is what's going on. And these people are getting liquidated. It's going to get ugly if we just prepare for it, if we just expect it. Just let this play out. Let this play out, folks. Let me give you my calm voice. I'm not worried. There will be blood. But look, with drip, I think we reach a certain point. Okay, like we saw, let me move my head here. I think that when we reach a certain point, my thing is, I think if it were to keep going down and go to the low 8s, possibly 7s, we could see more buy volume start coming in and we'll blast out of there again. Now, I don't know when we're going to the moon yet, but I do think that, the big buyers are coming in when it's reaching those lows. It's just my thought. We go into something a little bit positive. We go into something a little positive, and look, I was right. It shot up to the moon. Hey, this is Stake Protocol. I've been covering this. This thing has been a monster. And actually, you know what? I realize now I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay, so I guess I'm 2 for 2 this week. I was wrong. I thought when we get right around here, I did a video and I said when we get to the $10 range, I think we're gonna do one of these and start coming down. And I was wrong. It blew past 10. I mean, it just fired up. Now, this line here was me at the very end saying, well, we may just go straight to the moon. And it started following this. We saw this big pullback yesterday. And then today, I almost ran a red light when I looked down at the price and saw that it had shot back up. At the time, it was at 13. And this thing's just a monster, man. If you want to get in on this, check out some of my other videos. It's this is super cool. It's a lot like drip. A lot of the people that are in drip are also in this protocol. What's cool is it's got a rebasing every 30 minutes. You get rebase rewards as well as 1% daily on your deposits. And it's cool. There's a nerd score that that calculates in terms of making sure that if you're just all you're doing is claiming and selling, you're going to start losing points, and that will then affect how much you can actually earn, and eventually it can take away from your gross Faucet value. So just to the team members that have joined, I'm going to leave my link down below, folks. On my phone, it shows it. This is coming along here. I want to send airdrops. I'm waiting for this to be done. On my phone, I can send airdrops. I just can't see everybody's. I can't see everybody's address yet. So they're gonna fix that. So don't worry. And I've already tested the airdrop thing, so it does work. Those are coming. I'll leave my links down below. This is it, man. I'm gonna let you guys know something. I'm gonna keep riding with you. All right, we're in this together. Okay, it's not fun. Know that this is part of it. This is all part of the cycle. And I'm riding with you guys. I am riding with you. Like, we are going to get through this one way or the other. Be cautious, be careful. You know, I had stopped dollar cost averaging my Bitcoin position when it, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, because I was anticipating that this could go lower and I was waiting for that to happen. And I'm probably going to start dollar cost averaging very soon. I want to wait till tomorrow, obviously, because with the Fed numbers come out, I think they're going to continue to raise rates and we could see a lot more blood. So just be prepared for that, man. Like, it's going to be crazy. And there is going to be a ton, and I mean a ton, of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And not just from YouTubers, not just from like the idiots like me. I'm talking about like and on Bloomberg, and there's going to be just, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. There's no way getting around it. People are saying, oh, cryptocurrency's done. Cryptocurrency is over. Give me a break. So, hey, if you got anything from this, please, if you could, hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet, I'd love it if you would subscribe. It really helps support the channel and get this out to more people. And my favorite, leave comments down below. I read all of them and I pretty much respond to all of them. Really appreciate you guys when you leave comments. It just means a lot. So, all right, folks, I will catch you guys on the next one.